Forests in Uganda provide various goods and services to local people. Many communities depend on forests, especially those that live along the boundaries of major forests in the country. It is from such forests that people derive building materials, herbal medicines, timber, food, water, and many other domestic goods and industrial raw materials. Although women in Uganda extract a number of products from forests, traditionally women were excluded from forest ownership and management. In Uganda, women do not own land where trees grow. As a result, they do not own trees and are not key stakeholders to determine how a forest may be used.
Yeah, women in most cases don't take decisions in the forestry sector. It is the men who are actually taking decisions.
Cultural values and norms in Uganda vary from community to community, but institutional structures perpetuating women's gender-based subordination and exclusion from ownership and control over resources are in place in almost all communities. They are denied harvesting rights, especially extraction of timber and other valuable products.
When it comes to making money from the forest resource, they are not given a chance.
However, of recent, more women are getting involved in forest management and decision-making.
Women's involvement in forest management in Uganda has been low for quite some time, but the numbers are coming up.
With increased sensitization and awareness, the trend is changing. Women are participating in tree planting and forest conservation initiatives through a number of ways.
Since the late 1990s, we have been giving permits to private people, associations, to plant trees in our forest reserves. So we do have women who have come in and have been given permits to plant trees in the degraded forest reserves. So that way they are owning forests.
Neronda mu Mpigi district ekibiina kyaffe nga teyakwasa omulimu ogwo ogw'okusimba ekibira ekyo. Ekibira ekyo nga kigenda kubeerako yiika 30. First phase tugimaze ya yiika 15 nga tusimbyeko emiti egy'obuzaaliranwa.
There are women who have pieces of land just like men, which pieces of land are occupied by natural forests.
Twegattamu n'abakyala ne twekuŋŋaanya ne tubeera nti tulaba nti ekibira kyaffe kibeerawo nga tebasobola kukibbamu mbaawo, temamu miti mibisi, kuba abasinga emiti egyo bagitema, bwe batema tebazzaamu, so nga ate kyatteeko ozzaamu omuti omubisi ne gukula.
So we have been having some of these individuals, these women coming to ask for tree seedlings. That is a way of actually telling us that they are also owning some forests.
Through advocacy, some policies have been put in place to increase access of women to natural resources, including forests, in Uganda.
We put in efforts to see that we recruit women, and our target is to see that 30% of the force is occupied by women.
When it comes to tree nurseries, even planting, some women actually are participating in the same activity because they are given some money to actually undertake the activities. And they are more reliable than men when it comes to especially tree nursery.
Forests benefit all sections of society, the young, old, women, men, and serve various ecological, spiritual, and environmental functions.
Yeah, women are mainly benefiting in terms of firewood because it is the resource that they use in cooking their food.
Chimaya amazzi gatuyamba obulamu bwaffe okunywa n'okwoza n'okunaaba. Ekirala okubaluka ebibbo n'obiteeka mu foole gyebiri era abakyala babitunda kalinganga kakatini mukyala akolamu baluka ebibbo ne batwala emikeeka.
Other women groups are involved in commercial tree nursery businesses and establishment of forest plantation.
Engeri gye twayiga obulungi bw'ekibira era tubeere emikwano gy'ekibira, abakyala bamemba ba ZIDA balina right okutuula mu maka gaabwe ne basalawo okukikwatagana n'ebibira, kuba ne mu ekyo buli memba twateekawo etteeka alina okulima ekibira ekikye. Ne tuba nga tulina nasale tree eyaffe nga ZIDA eri lufuka, twali tusimbyemu kaliputasi ne pine. Ng'emiti egyo twagigabiranga bammemba twabalaga obulungi bw'okubeera nga buli muntu alina ekibira mu maka. Tugenda mu bubira bwaffe obwa kalitunsi ne tulonda enku nga tetugenze kulusanya bibira bya gavumenti.
There are many challenges hindering women participation in forest establishment and conservation.
There are people who own forests, but at the same time, they don't know what to do with the forests. Similarly, the onus is on us to keep on sensitizing both men and women who are owning these forests what to do. Otherwise, the current trend is to cut down so that someone can put down agricultural crops for which they do realize meaningful income. We should put more efforts on career guidance in schools. We should also do gender sensitization in schools. We need gender sensitization in community, and also consulting women in a number of our activities. Are we formulating policies? What decisions are we coming up with? We need to consult, and that way we should be able to come up with policies that do not discriminate but encourage more women.
Therefore, there is increased involvement of women in ownership management and conservation of forests in Uganda. However, existing traditional and cultural barriers pose a big challenge. It is such barriers that should be eliminated to increase the level of women participation